Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
This episode is brought to you by FairDesk, a crypto derivatives trading platform founded by 6 former Binance execs and 3 former Morgan Stanley architects. FairDesk is a company focused on building a platform that enables traders to profit from both rising and falling markets. Sign up today and CB will credit you up to $600 in trading funds. For more information, visit fairdesk.com, link in the description below.
Live! Okay. Ready? Right. Fucking thing sucks! Okay. We'll do it live. Okay.
Yes, indeed. We are doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. I am back from Las Vegas, getting back into the swing of things. We got Bobcat in the building. I think that is the Bobcat. Shout out to him. Crypto Clan in the building. Conrad is here as well. Dr. Moda said pensions investing into crypto leak pump BTC. Nah, I don't think so, man. LOL at the Hulk Hogan. We coming for you. Yes, sir. Love that skit, bro. Love that skit. He really messed up on that one, man. I tell you. That was hilarious. Tommy Brown, what's going on, brother? Thank you for tuning in. Minho. Thank you for, let me give a clap for Minho real quick. Shout out to Minho for checking in, my brother from across the pond. Hope everyone's doing well today. I really appreciate everyone coming out, tuning in, all that good stuff. Apex said, let's get that blood pumping. Yes, sir. Let's get that blood pumping. Let's go. Let's go. Drop the flex bomb for you. So look, before we get started, I think you know what I need you to do. I need you to get on that stage. All right. I need you to get up on that stage, ladies and gentlemen, and slap that like booty. Please, for me. That helps the algos. We got 18 people getting it started here, so I need your assistance right now. All 20 of you, please smack that like button. Please, ladies and gents, please. All right. Now that the public service announcement is out the way, again, hope everyone's doing well, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. I want to drop a link to the panel I was on at the Litecoin Summit. It was a great panel hosted by Wendy O. She did a really, really good job and asked some very great questions. And I think you guys would be interested in that. So I'll definitely go check that or get that link and drop it on Twitter. And maybe even drop it in the description of this video after the live. But I thought that was a great panel. Really great people. I knew a couple other people on the panel. Blake Rizzo being one of them. So yeah, definitely check that out. I'll drop a link for you guys for sure. We've got Pothead in the building. Jason Mack is here. Crypto Yo is in the building. LTC is a dog. Hey man, it's still around. That's what I had to say on the panel. Like, so many coins have died, you know, and Litecoin is still around, not performing well price wise. But I think there's a number of reasons why. Some of it being Litecoin Foundation, maybe fault. Some of it not their fault. Percentage wise, I don't know. I really think it's more like a 80-20. Like 80% of it is the market and its appetite and what wave we're on now. We're on a different wave when it comes to coins. The crypto market nowadays is not about just straight cryptocurrencies, the OGs. All you're doing is transferring wealth and being anonymous. It's not about that anymore. People want more. They want to have some type of Turing completeness with their coins where they can put smart contracts on top of the blockchain and do a lot more with the ecosystem. So I think that's why we're seeing a shift. Will we see a shift back to those classic crypto season 1 altcoins? I don't know. Dogecoin is an anomaly. We'll talk about Elon Musk later in this segment, but Dogecoin is out of the era of those classic cryptocurrencies, and a lot of people don't know this. Litecoin, Dogecoin actually merged mined with Litecoin in 2016, I believe, to increase its security. So, you know, you would have thought that Litecoin might have gotten a pull up with Dogecoin, but it didn't happen because Elon Musk didn't bless Litecoin. He blessed Dogecoin for whatever odd reason. I have no clue. So that is kind of, you know, where I sit with Litecoin and its future. I think it's not going anywhere, but I am not sure on the performance of it, and will it, you know, keep up or catch up, I should say, with these other coins that have come out in altcoin season 3. That's just my 2 satoshis. But hey, you saw the thumbnail. All right, Bloodalytics predicted the pump, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go through all of that in today's episode, along with some other articles. Richard Hart being one, Forbes hit piece on Hex and Richard Hart. I'll give you my 2 satoshis on that. We'll talk about Apple. We're going to talk about ARK, Cathie Wood, and we're going to talk about Google's earnings. But first, talk about them gangs, baby. Crypto Blood and Bloodalytics gangs. We are making good moves out there. I'm telling you that much. Last month we did 26.1% on a 3x leverage account. All right, that's $1,000 based on a $4,000 account in 1 month. Very small trades, not, you know, cowboying it at all. And this month we are going to do way better than that. We're going to end this month, we should, at least, I don't want to speak too soon, but we should end this month even better than last month. John Hill said, people still bearish, yet the Dixie weekly bear divergence playing out. A lot of people missing that buying opportunity. You know what, John Hill, aka Default. That's why I only algo trade, because it gets the emotions out the way. I didn't think we were going higher, but the signal showed us to go long. We placed those longs, and look where we are now. I'm going to go over that right now. Well, actually in a second. First, I want to take a look at my 2 Satoshi official chart. Woo, look at that, man. Zoomed out very far. And this is a classic short squeeze, ladies and gents. I mean, the short squeeze was epic. $700 million in liquidations on the short side. They got kicked off with this candle right here at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday, ladies and gents. It got bracking, as they say. And hey, again, sentiment, fundamentally, there's no reason for us to go up this high. But when you have a thinly traded market, volume is low. It only takes a small match, an amber, to get this bad boy going, both to the upside and the downside, but more so to the upside. Short squeezes are normally way more violent than a long squeeze, if you want to call it, you know. So that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. S. Doyle said, think Elon just pumped Dogecoin to fund his Doge 1 mission. Hey, possibility. Ed Way is in the building. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. It's a possibility, my friend. Hey, we're going to get to Elon here in a second, because there's some great and exciting news coming from him. Friday is a epic day, in my opinion, for social media, hopefully for freedom of speech, all that good stuff. So hey, we'll get to that in a second, but back to the charts, ladies and gents. Yeah, I mean, we went barreling through that channel. So now we're at the top and above that channel, guys. This is a pretty bullish candle right here as well. This one right here, that's a bullish candle. But we did see some resistance at the Sailor line, $21,000 Bitcoin. Let's go see what Sailor's doing right here. Let's see if he's still over at McDonald's. I think he is still over there working hard. And actually, I heard he got a some type of promotion. Yeah, oh, there he is. Sailor, how you doing there, buddy? Yeah, he got a promotion, guys. He's doing well. He's doing very well for himself. So the Sailor line is actually down here at $21,000 Bitcoin. And that's where we are. We're right below the Sailor line. And you know, at this point, it still could be a pump fake, guys, because fundamentally there is no real catalyst other than a structural short squeeze in the market. That is the reason why we're seeing this move up. Nothing fundamentally, okay? I'm still not bullish on stock markets and the equities, even though everyone is calling for this Fed pivot or this Fed pause or whatever you want to call it. I'm not buying it. And even if we do have it, it will be a short rally, because the reason why the Fed would pause is because the economy is doing horribly. So you gotta think clearly and with common sense here. That would be not good for anything. A recession is not good for equities. That means earnings have to come down. We're in earnings season right now. Earnings need to come down if we keep seeing these misses. We're going to talk about Google today as well. So I just don't see a midterm reason for equities to keep going higher. So, but we'll see. We'll see. So that includes cryptos as well. So if equities aren't going to do well, I don't see cryptos doing well. But massive short squeeze here. And let me show you Bloodalytics, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it started. So literally, this is the weekend. Over the weekend, we had a few trades. We went long on Bitcoin here, and covered that, or closed that long here, and went short with a decent small profit there on that one. We didn't take any profits on this pump up, but boy, oh boy, on yesterday at 9:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's your boy Bloodalytics. We got a bracken, people, ladies and gentlemen. We went long on Bitcoin and it just exploded. All right. So this is the type of signaling and advanced directional trend reverses you'll get with Bloodalytics. So this is for Bitcoin. All right. Ironically enough, the biggest move wasn't even on Bitcoin for us within the Bloodalytics members group. It was with Ethereum. So look at Ethereum. Ethereum was up at one point 17% in one trade. Okay. So we took half our profits down here, locked those in just in case. You never know what's going to happen. And the rest we're letting ride out. And we're starting to get top heavy. Some of my indicators are showing that, but we'll wait and see. And we'll wait for the signal to go short. But yeah, that's a 17% move in a long position. Now, you may say 17% doesn't sound like a lot. Okay, let me give you a prime. Let me give you an example. Let me break it down in numbers, in dollars. Let's say you're trading with $1,000, all right, at 50x, 55x. That means that's $55,000 in actual trading capital you have in your account, right? A 10% move on $55,000 is $5,500. A 17% move is damn near $10,000 for you in a day and a half. All right, off $1,000. So this is what I mean by you don't need a lot to make a lot. Okay, but you got to know what you're doing with the leverage, because it is a double-edged sword. It's a double-sided sword, guys. Bloodalytics will help you with your leverage and picking entry points and keeping your risk limited. All these red and green lines you see are stop loss positions or stop loss areas for us. We don't have open trades with no stop losses or anything. Everything is modeled with risk, limited risk per trade. All right. Remember, we started Binance token. Last, what's that, on October 15th, we went live with Binance token. It is paying off for us for sure. We went long on Binance versus USDT over the weekend, and it kind of just treaded sideways, and then boom, took off with the rest of the market. This one we're talking about a 7%. So 7%, I think Bitcoin was like 10%. Let's do the measurement on that really quickly. 8%, and then we had a 17% at the top for Ethereum. So that kind of puts it all in perspective for you guys. Stereo 2, my guy. Now I put a face to the name, my friend. Thanks for tuning in, Stereo. I really appreciate it. That is one of the engineers over at Sin City Crypto. So go check those guys out. I was in their studio. Definitely check out the episode I was on I think it was Friday, on their channel as well. So that was dope. SBF made out like a bandit. What platform is best to trade on? Fairdesk, baby. You see it every day. That is where we trade. It pays the best rebates. It is definitely the easiest to use Bloodalytics with. And all of my tutorials are based on that. And thank you for reminding me, Dr. Moda. If you sign up with Fairdesk, send me your UID. If you want to sign up with Bloodalytics, send me your UID after signing up and funding your account at least $1,000, and I will give you 50% off Bloodalytics service. Actually, it's only for a subscription, 6-month and 12-month. $1,000, you'll get 50% off the 6-month and 12-month subscription. So keep that in mind if you are interested in that. But yeah, man, that's where we are, ladies and gents. It was a great week, and it definitely, man, we're way in the green now. Should be. Most of them should be, for sure. Again, fairdesk.com. Go ahead and check those guys out. Blah, 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 blah. You know the spiel. Let's take a look at forex.com. Forex Factory, I should say. I just want to go over quickly what the economic calendar looks like for tomorrow. It was pretty much quiet for today. We did have new home sales in the U.S. New home sales did tick up. 603,000. Forecast was 579, which is pretty interesting. All right, it beat the forecast, so not good for those who want the Fed to intervene. But tomorrow we have advanced GDP quarter to quarter, so this one may give us some guidance on what the Federal Reserve will do. Okay, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. We're forecasting a 2.3% quarter-to-quarter GDP. Okay, we'll see about that. I think we're gonna fall short on that one, but I could be wrong. I'm not an economist, so hey, all this shit is just my opinion. I'm just making shit up, ladies and gents. My man Jason Max said, great episode on Sin City Crypto. You all were hella funny, bro. Yeah, thank you, man. Those guys are awesome, bro. I will definitely be back out there to hang with them on the humble. So yeah, that's where we are with the calendar this week. That is tomorrow's fireworks, 8:30, and then we have Friday core PCE. This one is going to be killer. So tomorrow 8:30, Friday 8:30, it's going to be some more action for us in the markets. And so we'll see how that all pans out. Just giving you guys a heads up. Talking about action, Ford reveals third quarter net loss weighed down by supply chain problems and Argo AI investment. Not sure about that company and their investment in that one. Private investment, I'm assuming, maybe public. I'm not sure. But we do see S&P down, NASDAQ down, Dow just about unch. So again, the correlation has broken with crypto and the equities, and it was only because structurally there was a short squeeze in the crypto markets. Nothing more than that. Nothing more than that, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, in my thumbnail, I asked, you know, or posed the question, now what? After this pump in cryptos, now what? Well, I'm not too confident in the extension of this rally simply because there's nothing underlining fundamentally there to push us further up. We have a lot of headwinds and tail risk as well that we need to work through. Ukraine still an issue. Okay, at any point we could have it escalate to a situation with, I hope it doesn't, but it, you know, that's still under our belts. It's something to worry about. And then on top of that, as you guys just saw, I put it up on the screen. Ford earnings down. So you're going to see these earnings as they roll in. It's earnings season. You're going to see these earnings are going to come in lower than expected. You're going to see these net losses. We're going to talk about Alphabet. We're going to talk about well, we're not going to talk about Microsoft, but we're definitely talking about Alphabet, i.e. Google, today. Didn't do well. So as you see these earnings, because most of your equities, most of your stocks, the price or value of those stocks are based on what's called a PE ratio. You guys know that, price to earning ratio. That's kind of the fundamental building blocks on what the price of a stock should be. And then on top of that, you have all this other stuff, right? But if earnings come down, then price has to come down. That PE should be coming down, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that's what we're in for after the markets digest this earnings season. Let's get to some of these comments here. Dr. Moda said, downloading Fair Desk to my iPhone 13. Yeah, check it out, bro. Use that link. Use that link because you will get some rebates by using that link on your deposit. This is a bull trap, CB, more rate hikes. I agree, Dana. I agree, my friend. Red River's in the building. Shout out to him. Let's lick a shot for Red River. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. He's definitely one that tunes in almost every live stream. Wisdom Bars, one of my YouTube premium members. Thank you for tuning in. Earnings aren't what they used to be. No, they're not. Credit Suisse earnings tomorrow. They're going to be, I don't even know what to call that one. That's what there's going to be holes all in Credit Suisse's earnings balance sheet. Do they have KYC? You don't have to. If you want to, they're like thresholds as far as how much you want to take out per day if you don't do KYC. It's not mandatory, but U.S. citizens can use that system, that exchange. All right. So let's move forward here, guys. Dixie, really quickly, just to touch on that. As default mentioned, we did take a downturn the last few days, and actually, if you want to be more technical, we haven't. I don't know why it's not showing it right here. Oh, there we go. There's the update. We have broken the last trough area. The last low, local low, was broken. So that is not all that good of an indication if the narrative for a stronger dollar, i.e. lower equities market and lower cryptos, is to stay intact. However, I would say it is not that simple, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a one-to-one relationship with the Dixie and equities, because again, if we see equities, the earnings season right now, if we see those reports coming out from these companies continually lower than the expectation, then that's going to make the stock market head lower, and subsequently make the crypto markets head lower as well. So it's not a one-to-one, though it does have an influence for sure. Lane Hughes says, what is the recommended leverage use and percent of overall account for Bloodalytics? I have a tutorial on that once you sign up, but I only recommend 10% risk per trade. Okay, at 50x leverage, but 10% of your actual account. So taking 10% of your margin or your account on margin. We're trading 3 different pairs. So that means if you have I'm just trying to use something easy. $1,000, you got 3 pairs. Okay, that means you should be trading $100 per pair max, or as margin put up, not margin like butter, but margin. like margin. Yeah, $100 per trade. So you're talking about $300 on the table at one time. 2.5 hours to go. We don't close at 22. We're going down. Oh, okay. I have to check that out, Courtney. Didn't even pay attention to that. Oh, he said 10% G's is usually, I usually do 1.25% at 55x. Nah, man, that's way too low. Way too low because, and I don't know what your strategy is, but we have fixed stop losses. So, you know, in the tutorial, I show you, hey, once you open a trade, immediately put your stop loss in, which I give you in the chat room in Telegram. You get the signal. I mean the level where your stop loss is in the chat room. Immediately put that in. All of our stop losses are below, are sub 2% risk, like from where we enter the markets. 2%, no more than 2%. So just depends on how your strategy is. If you have a swing trading strategy that, or a strategy that's running on like a hour candle or 4-hour candle, you're going to need more room for that to pan out and play out for you. We don't need that much room. We don't need that much room. Yep. All right, so let's take a look at this here, my friends. That's the short liquidations, as I talked about at the beginning of this video. Largest we've seen in 15 months. All right, we saw 700 million in liquidation shorts or bets against the price rise, reaching levels not seen since July of 2021. So again, this is indication and proof that there was nothing other than a short squeeze occurring in the markets, guys. So just be very cautious here. If you're not using an automated system like Bloodalytics, be cautious on your direction because I don't want you to get caught in a bull trap. You know, you're buying at these levels outside the channel, okay, and then boom, you just get slaughtered on the way back down. You all know shit falls faster than it goes up, ladies and gents. So this thing can literally traverse all of this in the matter of like 4 or 5 hours. Okay, so just be careful. Just be careful. Not saying it's going to happen, but just be careful, please. So the yeah, short squeeze, ladies and gents, to kind of just summarize that, definitely the biggest in the last 15 months. Okay, Ether leading that squeeze up, and as I showed you guys in the charts, yes, Ethereum at its peak did 17% in one, pretty much one session. We're about 24 hours. Yeah, we're 24 hours past when we went long on that one. But yeah, that's a big move, ladies and gents. That is a huge move, and it looks like we're starting to roll over a little bit. So we'll just have to see what happens there. Elon Musk. Let's give Elon a machine gun and a round of applause, because oh my God, I am so glad this is happening with all of this censorship. It's getting out of hand. I don't know what the hell happened with Kanye and this anti-Semitic comment he made. I haven't even seen it. What did he say? Ladies and gentlemen, please let me know what he said that was anti-Semitic. I would love to know. But he's been fully canceled. He's been dropped from Adidas. He's been dropped from Gap. He's been dropped from Balenciaga. He's been dropped from, man, everything. Everything, ladies and gents. And who knows? I don't know. I don't know what the comment was. Let me know, and I'll make that assessment once I find out what he said. But man, it's just crazy, the censorship that's going on. Will you be adding other pairs? Yes, I am adding 2 more pairs. Meta's down 12% after earnings report. It was already down 5%. God, see what I mean? Thank you for that, Red River. So we got Meta down as well, guys. Let's just go back over here and let me do a refresh and see if it comes up really quickly. Looks like, okay, here we go. Here's the iRobot guy we call what's his name? Zuckerberg? Zuckerfucker? Let's see here. So as you guys can see here, Meta shares plummet 12% on weak fourth quarter forecast and earnings miss. So again, you gotta be careful here, because what's going to happen in the markets, you got two narratives kind of going at the same time. You got an undercurrent, right? That's what's going on in the markets. There's an undercurrent. So what's going on is, okay, earnings are coming down, okay? So a lot of those people that think the Fed pivot is in play, that's actually good for their narrative. So that makes them want to buy stocks. But at the same time, earnings coming down, those who are more sensible and thinking with their mind know that if earnings come down, that means we're going into a recession. I think UPS reported yesterday. I don't think they did that well. So you're seeing all these companies come out with earnings. Ford came out with earnings. Meta today. Google, we're going to get to Google in a minute. They're missing their earnings, ladies and gents. They are missing their earnings, and that is problematic for the price of stocks. Just saying. So that's the undercurrent, that you have two different narratives going on at the same time, and that is why you have to be careful, because you can still see moves up before you see an ultimate move down. Wisdom Bar said DEFCON 3 was the comment. Let that sink in. Elon with the sink walking into Twitter headquarters. He claimed that Jews threw him off Instagram. He got, wait a minute. He got kicked off of Instagram for saying that that specific group of people threw him off Instagram. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. Yesterday, Alphabet reported second quarter in a row of declining ad revenue on YouTube. That says it all to me. Yeah, we're going to get to that, Red River. So if you have time, stay around, because we're going to get to that at the end of the show. The whole Twitter fiasco, or Google fiasco. We're going to get to that. But yeah, Meta not doing well, guys, as Red River pointed out there. So you just gotta be careful. But back to Twitter. So he is, ladies and gentlemen, closing the deal on Friday. Again, let's give a round of applause for this. I think this is an epic time in social media, Web 2.0 social media at least. Yes, the billionaire Elon Musk said on Wednesday he was entering Twitter's San Francisco office days ahead of court-ordered deadline to close the $44 billion deal for social media platform. Entering Twitter HQ, let that sink in. Yes, indeed. Wow, look at that. I know it was quieter than the church mouse up in that bad boy. Man, it was going to be some cleaning of the house for sure. So this is great, man. What you guys let me know in the comments. What do you think he's going to do? First day out, like T Grizzly. What do you think he's going to do? Is he going to fire 80% of the staff like they said? There were rumors. No, I don't think that's going to happen. But I do think that we will see a change in the way censorship is done on Twitter. It's been far too long that the left and liberal thinking has had an unfair advantage. You have to, in a society, you need both sides, ladies and gents. You can't just have an echo chamber of one side telling the other side to check your fact check, and this is false, and stuff being taken down, and blase splee. So I think this is great, man. Twitter might become my favorite social media platform very soon. Very soon. So we'll see, though, man. But this is great news. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. He did stop by the Twitter offices today to throw his weight around. That's what I'm talking about, man. Another article is a hit piece, or maybe not a hit piece. You guys let me know. On Hex. This is a Forbes article that I think came out a few days ago. I just didn't get a chance to get around to it because I've been traveling and stuff. But yeah, you got an article written up on Forbes. Speaking of Forbes, I did an article, or an interview I should say. It actually just aired yesterday on YouTube. I just aired it on Twitter today with my guy Ted Seidel. Go check that out. He's been on the show I think 6 times now. He loves coming on the show. I love having him on. Just talking about different whistleblowing situations and stuff dealing with pensions. He is hot on the trails of all of these pensions. He's been going around the country exposing these pensions, suing these pensions because they are doing you people wrong. They are doing you wrong. There is malinvestment, misinvestments, whatever you want to call it. They are just squandering all of the money. Okay, and it's not a good look. But anyway, he's talking about cryptos, pensions. Check it out. You guys definitely need to check it out. And I'll be having someone on from Florida next week. I forgot, she's out of Orlando. She's in the Forbes article that he wrote. But get her insight on Celsius. She's a lawyer, I think, and specializing in crypto and stuff in Florida. But we're going to get her insight on Celsius. So that'll be coming up next week sometime as well. Let's get these comments really quickly. No, sorry, it was anti-Jew post on his Instagram and then refused to apologize. Oh, okay. Well, what was the anti-Jew post? The like booties need to be smacked. Absolutely. Mind Your Biz in the building. Shout out to him. Make sure you go subscribe to Mind Your Business, guys. Please. Definitely hit those and smack those like booties for me real quick. I think Mind Your Biz is still in Las Vegas partying. He just got off a live stream with Sin City Crypto. Actually, I think he was on there with the co-founder of Hedera Hashgraph, which is some epic, real elite A-list type shit. What? That's what I'm talking about. Gunshot for you, bro. So definitely go check out that stream after this one, guys. Let's see what the crypto clan said. He said the original Jews were black, right? What else was said? If that is what he said, and he gets canceled by companies, it had to be more than that, bro. Because that's an opinion. Okay? Whether you believe it or not, that is an opinion. Does he go private immediately, or does it take time for that to happen? I think it's immediately. Because he gets the loan from, he had to get a syndicate of banks to pony up to $44 billion, and then when they sign all the paperwork and everything, the shares are bought back at that price. That day, Twitter will no longer have a publicly traded ticker symbol. I think that's how it goes. Jason Mack said, agreed, CB. Freedom of speech and opinion are important. I always surround myself with people that think differently and have a variety of opinions on politics, crypto life. Exactly, bro. You got to. Crypto Blood, go watch the interviews for yourself because he said a lot. You need to interpret it for yourself and not get someone's biased opinion. What interview are you referring to, Nathaniel? Let me know. Kanye said he was going to expose the music industry for treating him badly. Too short. Ted, blow the whistle. Kyle's in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Mind Your Biz said perfect day to stop by the studio. Absolutely. Isn't what true? Hey, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me, man. I had a great time. Great time. Then bankers will sell debt to finance Twitter buyout. Yeah, it's instant though, right? Red River? He would know more than us. He's like the stock guy, the resident stock guy in the building. Original Jews were from Ethiopia. Yeah, I know that. I personally know that. So even if it wasn't true, what the hell does it matter? Check the Drink Champs interview and the Lex Friedman. I did see that. I didn't watch either of them. I want to watch both of those. Lex Friedman more than even the Drink Champs one, but I'm gonna check it out. Doge pumping. All right, cool, cool, cool. I did see that headline actually. Wow, man, I'm gonna go check it out later tonight, guys, and maybe I'll do a little my two Satoshi video on it. I might have to put that on Rumble. I am on Rumble though, ladies and gents. Let me just bring that up really quickly. Your boy Crypto Blood is on Rumble. So let me just no, that's not it. Okay, I don't know. I haven't even really used it, to be honest with you. So let me see, Crypto Blood. I have 0 subscribers, so please go over there and subscribe to your boy Crypto Blood on Rumble right now. Just take the moment. Hey, I'm slow rolling this one. I'm 42 minutes in. I ain't even got nearly halfway through the articles. So, hey, I'm taking my time. I ain't been here in a couple days. We gonna get it crackin'. All right, so go over there, Rumble. I'll drop the link in the chat room right now. Please go follow me on Rumble. And I'll do a reaction video to that maybe on Rumble only. Because I'm sure I'm going to need to be uncensored, you know, and unfiltered. I don't want to have any issues with my channel. Oh, round of applause for Red River. Thank you for the follow. That's what I'm talking about. Let me do a refresh. Make sure you ain't lying. Oh, Crypto Blood. 1 subscriber on Rumble. That's what I'm talking about, man. Appreciate that, Red River. There you go. Look at that, guys. 1 subscriber. Right there. Red River, my man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So back to what we were talking about, though. The Elon Musk thing, the Yeezy thing. Yeezy is suffers from some type of mental illness. That is without a shadow of a doubt. It's even been reported and known that he is either bipolar or what's the other? Schizophrenic, whatever, right? That's known. That does not negate the fact the guy is a genius. The guy, he's a genius, okay? He is a little off. So is Elon. Like, these people that are that think on a higher level than your average human being typically has a little something wrong with their heads. So I think sometimes his delivery, because he does suffer from mental illnesses, it can come off incoherently at some points, and not really make sense. You got to kind of piece everything together. He sometimes says things without any filter. Cool, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna watch it, Nathaniel. Definitely gonna watch it and get back with you guys on that. We'll do a separate video on that. At the end of the day, the guy should have, and any woman should have the ability to speak their mind. Okay, right or wrong or indifferent, you need to have a healthy discourse of different opinions, flat out. And thank God your boy Elon is taking, and don't think it's like he taking it private and it's all over now. No, he's now going to be attacked by all the agencies, the FTC, you know, FTC primarily, because they're over telecommunications and stuff. I'm sure they're going to come after him big time, you know, so we'll see. Yeah, I saw the Tucker Carlson interview. I saw snippets of it. I didn't see the whole thing. Is the whole thing out now? Have to go check it out if it is. But yeah, back to what we were talking about, guys. This is good news. I'm glad for it. But what we were talking about in the middle of talking about was this. Some may call it hit piece. Some may, you know, call it truth. Forbes did an article on Hex, calling it, or asking, posing the question, is the next Terra Luna a $5 billion cryptocurrency? And they were referring to Hex. Yes, Hex. Oh my gosh. Shout out to my Hexians out there. You know, I've never joined the dark side. Unfortunately, it was just too confusing to me. I don't know what the hell I'm staking the sacrifice to the Lord Jesus, Heart, Christ. I don't know. I just stayed away. A lot of you guys were able to make some money. Kudos to you. I just did not understand the premise of Hex. And don't sit up here in the chat rooms right now and try to explain it, because I ain't trying to hear you. Okay? You keep your Hex. I ain't got no beef with you Hexians. But, you know, it is what it is. So, Hex, Richard Hart, Hex creator and an outspoken defender of the cryptocurrency, has meanwhile faced accusations online in an article, which I think I have here from Protos, about, you know, the curious launch of Hex, Pulse, and Pulse X. And I'm not going to go through this right now. Maybe I'll leave a link to this in the description of this video. This boy wearing more Gucci than Crypto Blood. Boy, what you know about that Gucci, man? What you know about that Gucci Hex? What you know about that Gucci Richard Hart? Hey Hart, just cause you got money don't mean you got swag, my friend. I don't know. Y'all let me know if Richard got the swag or not, or if he just a white boy trying to wear Gucci. I don't know. You let me know. You let me know. But anyhow, Richard Hart, okay, there was an article that outlined these accusations from Protos, that he sold off the Bitcoin and Ethereum investors used to buy Hex at the launch and drain the addresses, which was the origin address, I think it was called, used to collect Hex fees. Now, I'm going to stop right there, because if I have any Hexians in the building, I need to know, because it's all on the blockchain. Is the funds still in those contracts where you guys sent your Ethereum and your Bitcoin? And then I want to know if the origin account still has the funds there or not. Let me know about that, and then, you know, we'll go from there. So, it's just too scammy for me, Lane Hughes says, referring to Hex. Mud Dog said Hex is GOAT. Okay, all right. The Constitution will be respected no matter how many people hate it. I don't know, man. That's up for debate. I mean, I'm one that of the opinion that Constitution has been thrown out some time ago. Richard Hart has a lawsuit coming out of South Carolina, also already filed. Oh yeah, see, this is what happened, man. You know, people are all on your side until they start losing money. Then they want to sue you. That's just what it is. The more FUD, the more Hex pumps. Okay, all right. I haven't looked at the price, so I can't even refute that one. It is down 90% though from its high. He cashed out with the Pulse Chain sacrifice. The original address has never sold Hex. Okay. All right. So it never sold Hex. None of these corporations had a problem when he said slavery was a choice. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And no one has any problem when people. So this, I'm going to say this. I'm sorry to keep jumping around. I'm going to go back to this because I wanted to get this off my chest real quick. So Kanye West, right? Let me just bring up something on Kanye. At least have this up while I'm talking so you guys can visually see what I'm referring to. So Kanye West, so TJ Maxx joins Adidas, Gap, in cutting ties with Ye. Okay. Kanye West lost 1.5 billion in a matter of weeks and is no longer a billionaire. Okay. Here's my thing about this whole situation. So you say Black Lives Matter, you get all the support from all the corporations, and they want to virtue signal, and we love the black community. We want to hold hands with you guys, and right? The moment he says white lives matter, you're threatened. Why are you canceling him? Because it kind of all started with the white lives matter thing. That kind of sparked it, right? Why are you threatened by white lives? Do you think that's true and you just don't want everyone else to know that white lives matter? Right? And you got to understand the context I think he was using when he made that shirt, white lives matter. Of course, all lives matter, right? Black, white, green, yellow, whatever. Red. But what he was poking fun at is that in this capitalistic system that we're in, white lives are the lives that matter because they're in control, right? We all know that, right? So I think him poking fun at that and doing a reverse engineering or reverse psychology move on him. White lives matter. Now you want to get mad at him. To me, it's a little weird because it makes me think, okay, then why are you trying to hide? What are you hiding behind? And what are you threatened by when he says white lives matter? This is a question I pose. Don't know if it's true, but heard Adidas was keeping patent on Yeezys. That's crazy, bro. I don't even know how that's possible. It's probably deep in those contracts. Deep in those contracts. So yeah, Ye is I respect him. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's clearly not anti-Semitic. Okay. I haven't watched anything, but come on now. He's not anti-Semitic. It's just sad, man. It's just sad. Absolutely sad. So back to what we were talking about in regards to Mr. Gucci Mane, the crypto Gucci Mane himself, Mr. Richard Hart. So look, so they're saying that he sold off, and according to Mud, that's not the case. That the OA has not moved any of the funds. Now, I don't know why there would be any confusion with that, Mud, because that's a black and white thing. It's either in the contract or it's not. Somebody else back me up on that. Is the OA, the original address, still full of funds? I would like to know. By the way, the sweater? Those interviews on social media recently gotta see all of it. I don't know what you mean there, bro. I don't know. Retype that at way. He's just calling it like it is. Jews represent over 60% of the Fortune 500. Yeah, the Jewish, but here's another thing. Like, Jews is not like this. Oh, like, you have Jewish people that are religiously Jewish, and you have Jewish people Jewish because that's their what do you call it, ethnicity, right? That is two different things. So I know Jewish people that are atheists, so you gotta parse through that. But culturally, yeah, I mean, they have a rich culture. When I say rich, I mean their morals and standards and how they look at like money and future generations and all that. They do stick to that, and it does have some success with that for sure. The crypto clan said didn't have to move the Hex Pulse chain, allow him to cash out without selling it. I have a video on it. Drop that, please. The sacrifice address for Pulse and PLX has sold everything but Hex into die. He's just saying blacks need to recognize and mobilize like the Jews. I stand with him. I agree with him. Blacks are so effed up, man. I'm so sick of black people. I'm about to get on my Hassan Campbell and my Charleston White right now, man. I've been having this conversation with people, close friends of mine, for the last couple of weeks, just observing different stuff. Man, we're so effed up in the black community. We're killing each other at more than any other person, any other race. So it's like very hard for me to take any, like, I don't want to say, I want to say, like, the Black Lives Matter type of black person. We need justice. No justice, no peace. No racist police. Those types. Man, listen, we're killing each other more than the police, homie. I'm in Detroit. I see it all the damn time. That's not a racist statement. It's just a fact. Watch docs on it. And mainly Jews and a few native Indians. Yeah, man. So anyway, the Hex. Let's get back to the Hex. So in an interview on YouTube, Hart spoke briefly about plans for the long-awaited launch of the new hex-linked blockchain called Pulse Chain. That's I kept hearing for the longest last year, Pulse Chain this, Pulse Chain that. Didn't even know what the hell that Pulse Chain was. All I know was I thought it was a church. I literally thought it was a Latter-day Pulse Chain of Jesus Christ. Because I heard sacrifice and then like tithes and offerings. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm be honest with you. So hex-linked blockchain called Pulse Chain, right? Pulse Chain. One longtime hex critic has warned the cryptocurrency could be self-destructing as fed-up holders lose patience. So if I'm not mistaken, Pulse Chain was supposed to be live like at the beginning of this year. Am I correct? Let me know in the comments in the chat room. People that wanted to receive Pulse Chain's PLS tokens in a so-called airdrop were asked to sacrifice, there it is, quote unquote, sacrifice their Ethereum, Hex, or other cryptocurrencies. So several Hex holders have reached out to inform me that the Hex community is self-destructing right now. How true is that, ladies and gents? Is the Hex community imploding? People have pointed out that they found lots of troubling things in this interview he did. The implication is that all the work from the last year has been scrapped. So yeah, in this one interview, I guess he was talking about like now you got to kind of start over because they're going to go with the consensus model from Ethereum 2.0 and blah, blah, blah. So kind of alluding to, okay, so we're going to scrap what we're doing and start over. Hey, do it right. I'm all for doing it right and not rushing. But it gets a little antsy and it's a thin line, okay, when you have people's money held up. Now, it's fine in this environment. Boy, they would have an APB out for Richard Hart if we were in a bull market, because those people's funds will be tied up and they will be missing the bull run. So it's kind of a blessing for Richard Hart that we're in the bear market, because those staked funds, you know, well, not staked, but the funds that they sent, the Ethereums, the Bitcoins, the Hex, all those coins, people aren't necessarily missing out on them because everything is falling. Everything is falling. Mud Hog said the sacrifice address for Pulse and PLX has oh yeah, I read that. Lane Hughes says that's not a racist statement, it's just facts. Red River, I turned on PBS last night and they had a documentary about 1972 Black Congress in Gary, Indiana. Sounds like that's where Jesse Jackson took control of narrative, but I don't know. Jesse Jackson is a fraud. How about that? Nathaniel said his contract was up with Adidas in 2026. He might have a no compete in his contract. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. Those are the type. So because I think Kanye suffers from, you know, some mental illnesses, he's not thinking with his head. No pun intended. He's not thinking in a business way, because I would have bitten my tongue until 2026, and got the you know, I think he was making like $500 million a year from royalties from just Adidas alone. They were trying to buy him out for $1 billion a few months ago. I do remember that. What a slap in the face! If you're paying me a $500 million a year, why would I take 2x on a buyout? No, 5 to 10x minimum. Atway does the tobacco is from him hearing, from him wearing that sweater, then doing a series of interviews just saying wild stuff, and then going to social media making wild posts. He didn't just make one great statement. Are they wild? Are they really wild, or are they just refreshing? I don't know. What do you think of FIL, Filecoin? It's an OG coin, I believe. I don't really deal with it too much, so I'm not even sure, bro, to be honest with you. But Filecoin is an OG coin, if I'm thinking of the same one. Storage, though, is doing something similar, a little bit more scalable, I think. I heard November for Pulse Chain going live. Okay, that's cool if that's true. All in all, he said that to say he wishes black folks were more together like the Jewish community. He said he is jealous of them. So you get kicked off. I'm gonna go watch it, bro. I'm just seeing all these comments. I'm like, bro, this is not worthy of being kicked off of social media, canceled by all these. See, when they react in this way is when someone's telling the truth. When Orange Man did things and they reacted the way they did with all these investigations, all these $40 million spent on, you know what investigation, you should pay attention to that. That means where there's smoke, there's fire. If you weren't pinching a nerve, they would not budge. They would not move. You would not get their attention. I'm just saying, ladies and gents. That's cap about us killing each other the most. Putin, he got us beat with the white on white crime. White people ain't saying, man, no, I'm talking about in America, bro. I don't care. I don't give two F's about Ukraine or Russia. I'm talking about in America, we kill each other percentage-wise more than any other ethnicity group, man. It is what it is. Isn't Hart against POS? Right. I thought he was. He is simply forking ETH 2.0 now. Wow. I'm not worried about the PLS mainnet, by the way. People need to only invest what they can afford to lose. I hear you. Richard Hart is smart, Eric. Yeah, he's very smart. Kanye West is scored from Skechers Corporate while shooting video. Oh, escorted? Is that what you were trying to say? UN, true. The writer was on a stream with Hex. Yeah, drop the link, bro. And Nathaniel said that at the end of the day, Sleepy is not your savior. Orange Man is not your savior. Kendrick Lamar is not your savior. Save yourself and keep and help those who are like-minded, kind of like what Crypto Blood is doing. Yeah, man, you're right. There's no one person that's going to save you, any of us, you know. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant troll. Anyone who doesn't get it totally misses the point. He's getting free attention that the next 5 celebs can't even buy. That's true. But he is hurting himself. He is professionally and from a business standpoint hurting himself. Yeah, I agree. Orange Man level trolling ability for sure, but he's took it to another level. I ain't even gonna hold you up. Maybe that outrage marketing works. I don't think so, bro. Yeah, 3.7 billion they lost this quarter. Reality Labs, Metaverse division of Meta. That is yikes. Hex OA never sold. Pulse Chain, Pulse sacrifice tokens are still there. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, man, it's crazy right now. Kanye is a deep thinker and has enough money now to last him the rest of his life so he can speak his mind and not worry about business. True. But he wants to be in business. That's the problem. Kanye talked about building a bank with Puff Daddy. Yeah, he's got some Malcolm X-esque type of ideology, and I mean it's dope. So I wanted just to point this out. I thought this was dope. Forbes is doing an invite or a metaverse meetup, I should say. Play trivia, learn about Forbes history, explore Forbes NFT gallery, purchase wearable NFTs, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, there's no one in the metaverse, in any metaverse. I mean, it's like crickets in that joint. But anyway, I just thought this was pretty neat. I saw this pop up when I was reading the Forbes article just thought I would tell you guys that it sounds like I'm promoting it, but I'm not. I'm not at all. The deadline, they say, is November 1st. The meetup is on November 10th. So I don't know if you guys are interested in. I don't even know what metaverse this is. Looks like Decentraland. Looks like it. Anyway, next article. This is crazy. This is crazy as hell. So Apple tightens, and I talked about this some time ago, but I don't know why it's being reported and covered now, so widely covered. But Apple tightens its rules on crypto and NFTs in its App Store. So maybe it's gotten a little bit tighter and stringent on their rules. But I did know that they take 30% of all in-app payments. So the apps can offer services like selling NFTs and selling services related to them, so long as they use Apple's in-app purchases. Okay, and just breaking, I see what we have here. Red River, Ye escorted out of Skechers' office in Los Angeles after he showed up unannounced. This is breaking news. Okay, yeah. Wow. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's a thin line, man, because like I said, it almost seems like he's possibly having a mental breakdown. I'm gonna be honest with you. So it can go both ways, in my opinion. Kanye gave you the blueprint on how to get out of them slave deals. Ye also bought a media platform. Any news on his plans? Oh, he bought Parler. Yeah, he bought Parler. I'm not sure about it. Kanye gave, let's see what X Bohiti says. I'm setting up a charity scavenger hunt in the metaverse, and there's a lot of big events and projects being built. The metaverse is expanding faster than ever. Okay, cool. What metaverse are you doing that in? Let me know. Apple is definitely the mafia mega company out here. Yeah, I'm with you, Wisdom Bars. Adidas is down 60% in 1 year. Ye said more than one thing, though. The only thing I looked up was DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Tweet that got his Twitter account. Oh, man. But at the same time, you can have a known terrorist from the Middle East, one of those countries, don't know, Iran, somewhere over there, openly and blatantly make statements against the U.S., against other countries, and nothing happens. The hypocrisy, that's all I'm talking about. It got to be both ways. You got to take down all the extremists on the left, the extremists on the right. It's got to be both ways here, guys. That's all I'm saying. I hear you, bro. I never had any Yeezys. Never bought any Adidas. So I'm in that camp already with you, brother. You claim death on a people, then lock it up. Yeah, like I said, man, he's going through some mental issues here, I think, and I don't know how to parse through this. But anyway, back to what we were talking about as far as Apple. These guys, man, they are on some look. So it says apps may not use their own mechanisms to unlock content or functionality, such as cryptocurrencies or cryptocurrency wallets. All right. The article goes on to say here that the apps may facilitate transactions or transmissions of cryptocurrencies on an approved exchange, but the app can only be offered in countries or regions where it is licensed and has permissions to operate as a crypto exchange. So they are really not pro Web3 at all. Okay, all of this means that any sort of trading service for NFTs must use Apple's in-app payment mechanism. Apple takes up to, they meant up to 30% cut of in-app payments. Wow. I mean, that's on some like, that's my bike, punk. So they basically is like Apple saying, that's my NFT, punk. They straight Deboing them out here, baby. Good God. 30%. Yo, 30% is horrendous. And I mean, I know that other app developers have been, you know, having to deal with that for the longest, but what's the point of having a cryptocurrency anything if it has to go through an Apple Pay processor? Like, that defeats the purpose. So I don't understand, man. I don't think they understand. How about that? I understand. They're idiots. I don't think they understand. How about that? CryptoCast in the building. Let me give a shot to he or she or it. Hey, all, just jumping in. Looks like I missed a lot. Gonna have to restart later, man. I've been rambling. So yes, you gotta bear with me here. Eric C said, yeah, I just fast forwarded since I realized I was behind. Saudi Arabia is about to ditch the petrodollar, a major linchpin to the whole Ponzi scheme. Not so fast. Yeah, they're doing stuff with the BRICS and all of that, but hey, we still got one more trick up our sleeve, and that's called kinetic war, missiles, gun war, violence. We will resort to violence, not resorts and islands. Like Jigga said, Apple is lame. Get out of there while you can. I agree with you there. All right, people, look, we got 33 people in the building. Please take that moment to get up on that stage and smack that like booty for me, please. We need to get more people aware of this live stream. I know I've been going for some time, but look, I had to get some stuff off my chest. It is a crazy day. I'm just getting back into the swing of things, so please bear with me. But yeah, it is pretty much Apple in straight up Debo mode, and they're taking 30% of everything you're doing, and NFTs can't even be purchased over the blockchain. They have to be purchased through Apple Pay, which I don't even know how that works. Honestly, I really don't know how that works. It sounds retarded. Debo in the house. That's right, man. Apple is the new Debo. If blacks want to succeed like Jews, they need to take advantage of crypto and create a digital black economy. The way they come together during times of injustice could be captured in real value. Well, true, but let's not forget Black Wall Street, and the only bomb that America ever did or dropped on their own citizens was on the black community, where we did exactly just that, my friend. So there's a lot of layers here, ladies and gents. A lot of layers to peel back. Black people suffer from post-traumatic stress syndrome, or whatever the acronym is. It's just so much, bro. We all know, and if you don't know, let me explain to you now. Your ancestors' pain, sorrow, and troubles and tragedies actually get transferred through DNA, through your DNA, through their DNA, I should say, to you. So the pain and the things, the sorrows that we went through in the early days of slavery, I think really is having an imprint on the black culture in many ways. Mark is in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Sign up maybe tonight. You still bullish on Telos? Yes, I am, but I think we will, if the bull market or the bear market continues, you'll get lower prices. But yes, still bullish on Telos. Definitely one that is a sleeping giant. They're still over there doing a lot of stuff too. Realize it's poor versus rich, not black versus white versus Jew or whatever. True. Ultimately, you're right. It is a class system. Okay. No doubt about it. Okay. No doubt about it. I'm with you there. My home state, and sadly most people don't know about Black Wall Street, even in Oklahoma. There you go, Red River. Red River is a white guy, and he knows about the Black Wall Street bombing. We dropped a bomb. The only time we dropped a bomb on our own citizens in the history of America was on Black Wall Street. We were doing just what you were trying to, what you were explaining there, Roland. You know, circulating those dollars within the community. There's nothing wrong with that. The Jews do it. Other cultures do it. We should most certainly do it. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's a lot. It's a lot, man. There's so many layers. It's a complicated situation and topic that one solution there is no one solution. Okay, there is no one solution. DNA encodes 15 generations back. We are still dealing with those issues. Well said. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. Yep, that's it, man. You on it. You on it. You're on it. Will crypto comply with Apple or leave like Fortnite? I didn't even know Fortnite left Apple. Tell me more. When did that happen? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Eric, check into that, man. Check into that. It's deep. It's deeper than rap. Said now they drop bombs on our people in other ways. Yeah, I agree. And as I think someone said, Eric C said, it's no longer about. I mean, I won't say it's no longer about, but the overarching thing nowadays is the class thing. It's the middle class versus the 1% of the upper middle class, and so on and so forth. So it's getting to that point where they've exploited, you know, the minorities so much. Now they have to just move on to just fully and blatantly being extracting from the various classes. Crypto Yo said the bank in Black Wall Street, Oklahoma was the richest bank at the time. It held so much gold. Yes, it did, man. Well, they always divide us to conquer us. Absolutely, they do. Yeah. Yeah. I believe it. I believe it. So, yeah, man, it's great conversations this evening, guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. I know we're an hour and 19 into this bad boy, but hey, we got to talk about Apple being the Debo, being the Debo of app stores, and this is horrible. I mean, you know, this is the last era of the Web 2 mega conglomerates, right? The big Googles, the Apples, the Microsoft. Web 2. They're the last ones. This one, moving on to Yahoo Finance, I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't know this about Cathie Wood. Cathie Wood actually bought $100,000 worth of Bitcoin many years ago. I think she bought it for like 200. She bought it at like 200 and something, 250 bucks, trading around 250 bucks. She bought $100,000 worth of Bitcoin and has never sold it. You know why she never sold it? Because she was already rich and she didn't need the money. So this is how we exacerbate the wealth getting wealthier, because with inflation, typically you have assets go up. Well, who owns assets? Most of your middle class and lower middle class people don't own anything. So they can't participate in the asset appreciating over time. So it's just crazy. So she had $100,000 to just throw away, didn't care about. I'll buy some Bitcoin, and probably forgot about it. She told Peter McCormick this on What Bitcoin Did podcast, and that is now worth about $7.6 million. While she was able to buy it personally, she could not do the same in her ARK fund and invest in it through her ARK fund, because they are not allowed to invest in Bitcoin. They can only touch securities. Well, ARK eventually did get some Bitcoin exposure via the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. But I thought that was interesting. It just shows you that this is how the rich get richer. They don't need, they have assets, right? And if you're going to have inflation, If the Federal Reserve is going to continue to rob the people that don't have assets, which is what they do through the mechanism of inflation, they rob the ones that don't have assets and give the wealth to those that do through not just direct cash, but through appreciation in assets. So it's a mean game we're playing or participating. We ain't playing it. Most of us ain't playing it. We're participating in forcefully. They didn't agree with Apple taking 30%, so they removed themselves from the App Store. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. When did this happen? How about Kanye trying to tear him down and he's top 1%er? Yeah, he's calling out the elite. They are trying to cancel him because he's getting too powerful. Yeah. A lot of historical black communities that thrived in this country is under lakes all across the U.S. Look up Lake Lanier. PIMCO, Apollo Group. Oh, man. Credit Suisse must be in trouble, ladies and gents. Credit Suisse must be in. We're having a Bear Stearns Lehman event right here. Oh, man. Are you serious? So I'll have to cover that tomorrow. But it looks like PIMCO and Apollo Group are going to be acquiring Credit Suisse because, no other reason but the kitchen's on fire. That's pretty much what it is. So let's take a look at this one here. Crypto winter is hurting Google's ad empire. So this is the last article for today, and I wanted to just bring this up because it was interesting to see. We've been talking about how Google, Meta, you have Ford, they're missing their earnings. So we're starting to see that recession permeate and manifest itself finally, because we've been in it, but it's finally starting to show up in the earnings numbers. So on Tuesday, Schindler, Google's chief business officer, blamed a slowdown in revenue growth in part on reduced ad spending by crypto companies and other financial firms. So this crypto bear market is even having an effect on Alphabet, or i.e. Google. You know, something else that's having an effect on Google and YouTube revenue down drastically is because all this censoring. People are moving to other platforms. They have to calm down with all this censoring. Like my boy Hotep Jesus, yesterday I found out just blocked for 7 days. Like, you guys it's getting too out of hand. It is getting way too out of hand. Way too out of hand. Yes, D Fuente's in the building. Let me get him one of those gunshots. Smack those like buttons for us, please. Indeed. We got 35 in the building right now. U.S. oil reserves. Okay, correction. They tried to bypass 30% discount in the app payments, so Apple kicked them. Oh, they got kicked off. That was crazy. So, yeah, we've got Apple, Google, which we're talking about now, not doing well on the earnings side of things. Companies have downsized as well. We got blockchain.com laying off 25% of their staff, Coinbase cutting 18%, and crypto.com undertaking 2 rounds of layoffs earlier this year. But yeah, YouTube is not doing well with their, YouTube is under Alphabet and Google. But YouTube ad revenue shrank from a year earlier. They said the challenging macro climate is having an impact on Google's ad business. Yeah, what's having an impact is the censorship. People are getting fed up. We got to stop it. And I hope you guys go over to Rumble, where now I got 2 subscribers on Rumble. I'm going to do a uncensored, maybe my 2 Satoshi on this Yeezy thing, man. I really gotta. I'm gonna go watch the videos, the interviews, Drink Champs and Lex Friedman, and see what they're saying on there what Ye is saying, and then I'll do a video to give you guys my 2 Satoshis uncensored, excuse me, on Rumble. So please go over there to Rumble. You guys, I'll drop a link again in the chat room. I got stuff posted on there every day. Automatically, it's being posted over there. And I have to figure out how to do just a live stream if possible. I don't think I can do a live stream over there until I have 1,000 subscribers or something. So I have to do a pre-recorded video on this whole situation. Alright, that's it though, ladies and gents. I appreciate you tuning in for all 1 hour and 27 minutes. Wow. I can rumble. I can ramble. Sorry, I can ramble. So go watch me ramble on Rumble right now. Link in the description of this video and in the chat room. It's your boy Crypto Blood. And that's another episode of My 2 Satoshis. I'm out of here. Holla!
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Okay. Ready? Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live. Okay.